the World Cup trophy, the Big Ears, the Ballon d'Or, the Best FIFA Men's Player Award, the European Golden Shoe. These are some of the most prized trophies in football. Every footballer would love to win, at least, one of these in their career. But there's one trophy footballers don't even dream of. Not because it's worthless, in fact, it is one of the most valuable trophies ever. But because it is so rare. You think the Ballon d'Or is the most prestigious individual award in football? Think again. There is an award called the Super Ballon d'Or. And the name alone tells you that it is a more valuable and higher-ranked trophy than the Ballon d'Or itself. Today, we're going to tell you all you need to know about this super rare and super valuable trophy. You probably have never heard about the Super Ballon d'Or, and well, that's because of how rare it is. France football has only ever brought this one out from the museum once, and that was way back in 1989, over 3 decades ago. The Super Ballon d'Or was brought out to reward the player who had been the best in the world in the previous 3 decades. And since it was handed out in 1989, it meant that the award was given to the player who was selected as the best since the Ballon d'Or was first given out in 1956. And who won that very rare trophy? A Real Madrid legend called Alfredo Di Stefano. Barcelona legend Johan Cruyff and former UEFA president Michel Platini finished second and third respectively in the rankings. The winner was chosen by combining votes from France football's jury, viewers and readers, and former Ballon d'Or winners. Di Stefano won in 2 of those polls, while Michel Platini was top in the viewers and readers rankings. For those who never got to watch Di Stefano play, and as such, don't know how good he really was, here's a quick breakdown of what he achieved as a player. He won 5 European Cups back-to-back, 5 Pichichi trophies, 8 La Liga titles, and 2 Ballon d'Or awards, among others. Although he retired in the 60s, Di Stefano is still the 6th highest goalscorer in La Liga history, and he is also Real Madrid's highest goalscorer in El Clásico history. He was respected by his peers and revered by fans. This man was so good that he represented both Argentina and Spain on the international stage. So, it actually wasn't much of a surprise when the Super Ballon d'Or was handed to the Spanish-Argentine forward about 23 years after he had retired for being the best player of the previous 3 decades. Having played for Real Madrid for 11 years, establishing himself as a legend there, Di Stefano decided to place the Super Ballon d'Or trophy in the Real Madrid Museum. The trophy was there until 2021 when the children of the great footballer decided to auction it off 7 years after his demise. The trophy was sold for £187,500 and since that auction, the whereabouts of the trophy have remained unknown. Remember that that's the only Super Ballon d'Or that has ever been brought out by France football. Well, considering they said that that trophy was to reward the best player of the previous 3 decades, we naturally expected that 30 years later, France football would bring it out once again. But 2019 passed, and we didn't see the Super Ballon d'Or. Well, to be fair, the Super Ballon d'Or was given 33 years after the first Ballon d'Or was given. So what if France football just wanted to balance things out? Well, 2022 passed and still nothing. France football has not said anything about the Super Ballon d'Or since the first and only one so far was given. So it's unclear whether giving out another award is even in the works. But hey, if they ever decide to bring out the rarest trophy in football history once again, who would win it? As we have already established, the last one was given out in 1989, therefore, the winner of the next one will be chosen from players who played between 1990 and the present. And of course, the 90s produced a lot of superstars who actually won the Ballon d'Or, from one-time winners like Zinedine Zidane, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho, to 2-time winners like Ronaldo Nazario. All these guys will definitely be in the running for the rare prize. But if we're all being very honest, if the Super Ballon d'Or ever comes out again, the winner would definitely be either Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. These two dominated the world of football for almost 2 decades, and are arguably the greatest players in the history of the sport. More specifically, as far as the Ballon d'Or is concerned, these are the most successful players, and by some distance, too. Between them, there are 12 Ballon d'Or awards, and that number could rise to 13 if Messi succeeds in claiming his 8th prize this year. Now, if Messi wins his 8th Ballon d'Or, it would feel like a no-brainer to give the Super Ballon d'Or to him considering he'd now have 3 more than Ronaldo. But hey, remember that the Super Ballon d'Or is not that straightforward. Cruyff and Platini won more Ballon d'Or awards than Di Stefano. but the former Real Madrid man beat both of them in the aggregate polls. We assume that if the Super Ballon d'Or is brought out again, the votes would be open to viewers and readers, former Ballon d'Or winners, and the France football jury, of course. And if this happens, the award can really be anybody's. You just cannot be too sure. But hey, if the Super Ballon d'Or was being awarded today and you were given the sole responsibility to determine the winner, who would be holding that trophy in his hand? Tell us in the comments. And before we go, a quick note to France football. If ever you're going to bring the Super Ballon d'Or back, please change what the trophy looks like. The one you gave to Di Stefano looks scary, and we're sure our subscribers agree. Give us something more pleasing to the eye. Thanks. Anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.